So here we are in day 2 of me sharing something from non-canonized scripture. So at the end of the video yesterday, I'm sorry that the sort of intro took so long, but it was important. And so now we're going to start in 2 Samuel. This is canonized, of course. We are in chapter 21. And so we were talking about Rizpah. She's the daughter of Ai, and she had 2 sons with Saul. She was his concubine. Her sons are Ammoni and Mehibsheth. And again, my apologies, probably completely mispronounced. And then there are 5 sons of Merib, who she is the daughter of Saul. And so what happens is that these 7 people, these 5 sons and the 2 sons of Rizpah, are given into the hands of the Gibeonites, and they become impaled on the mountain before the Lord. And so it says the 7 of them perished together. They were put to death in the first days of harvest at the beginning of barley harvest. So now in verse 10 it says this: Then Rizpah, the daughter of Ai, took sackcloth and spread it on a rock for herself from the beginning of harvest until rain fell on them from the heavens. She did not allow the birds of the air to come on the bodies by day or the wild animals by night. Then David was told that Rizpah, daughter of Ai, the concubine of Saul, had done. David went and took the bones of Saul and the bones of his son Jonathan from the people of Jabesh Gilead, whom had stolen them from the public square in Bethshan, where the Philistines had hung them up on that day. The Philistines killed Saul on Gilboa. He brought up from there the bones of Saul and the bones of his son Jonathan, and they gathered the bones of those who had been impaled. They buried the bones of Saul and his son Jonathan in the land of Benjamin and Zelah in the tomb of Father Kish. They did all that the king commanded. After that, God heeded supplications for the land. So the purpose of me telling you about Rizpah is, what did she do? She took this sackcloth and she spread it on the rock for herself, and she guarded these bodies. Because in the Jewish faith, there is a tradition of keeping a vigil over a dead body called Shemira, probably mispronounced. And so that to me was very interesting, that here we see what Rizpah did, and then there is this Jewish tradition. And so when I was reading the non-canonized scriptures that I don't have all of them, but of the ones that I have, and I came across this thing, I thought it was fascinating because it relates to what we know about Rizpah, and it relates to this Shemira. So there are these non-canonized books, and depending upon what faith you are, some of them are included in the scriptures, some of them are not. So there's Tobit, there's Judith, there's Susanna, there's Bel and the Dragon, there is the Maccabees. So the Bible that I have has several non-canonized books in it, and I read them. And then I came across this portion, and this is what I need to share with all of you. So the book that I am sharing this from is a book called, I believe it's called Esdras, Esdras. And so the Bible that I have has 2 Esdras in it. Now, there probably is a 1 Esdras, but I don't have that, and I don't know anything about that. But this, as far as I understand, is included in the Slavonic Bible. So this is where we're going to go with this. And we are going to be in Esdras, and we are going to be in chapter 7. So that's where we are. I think what I will do, because we always have 5 minutes together, a few extra seconds, because we're almost at 4:30 here. I think what I will do is then I will start the section that I wanted to share from non-canonized. I think I'll start that in the very next video. If you are so inclined before then and you have access, it's to Esdras 7, starting in verse 75. And we will pick that up in the next video. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.